The control of Jerusalem is a particularly delicate issue, with each side asserting claims over the city. The three largest Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, hold Jerusalem as an important setting for their religious and historical narratives. Jerusalem is the holiest city for Judaism, being the former location of the Jewish temples on the Temple Mount and the capital of the ancient Israelite kingdom. For Muslims, Jerusalem is the third holiest site, being the location of Isra and Mi'raj event, and the Al-Aqsa mosque. For Christians, Jerusalem is the site of Jesus' crucifixion and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The Israeli government, including the Knesset and Supreme Court, is located in the new city of West Jerusalem and has been since Israel's founding in 1948. After Israel captured the Jordanian-controlled East Jerusalem in the Six-Day War, it assumed complete administrative control of East Jerusalem. In 1980, Israel passed the Jerusalem Law declaring Jerusalem, complete and united, is the capital of Israel. Many countries do not recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital, with exceptions being the United States and Russia. The majority of UN member states and most international organizations do not recognize Israel's claims to East Jerusalem, which occurred after the 1967 Six-Day War, nor its 1980 Jerusalem Law proclamation. The International Court of Justice, in its 2004 advisory opinion on the legal consequences of the construction of a wall in the Occupied Palestinian Territory, described East Jerusalem as Occupied Palestinian Territory. As of 2005, there were more than 719,000 people living in Jerusalem, 465,000 were Jews, mostly living in West Jerusalem, and 232,000 were Muslims, mostly living in East Jerusalem. At the Camp David and Taba summits in 2000 to 2001, the United States proposed a plan in which the Arab parts of Jerusalem would be given to the proposed Palestinian state while the Jewish parts of Jerusalem were given to Israel. All archaeological work under the Temple Mount would be jointly controlled by the Israeli and Palestinian governments. Both sides accepted the proposal in principle, but the summits ultimately failed. Israel expresses concern over the security of its residents if neighborhoods of Jerusalem are placed under Palestinian control. Jerusalem has been a prime target for attacks by militant groups against civilian targets since 1967. Many Jewish neighborhoods have been fired upon from Arab areas. The proximity of the Arab areas, if these regions were to fall on the boundaries of a Palestinian state, would be so close as to threaten the safety of Jewish residents.